Wow, what we've been saying is the most bullish scenario for 3 entire weeks on Bitcoin has now been confirmed. Guys, this is incredibly exciting. Now, in fact of this, we have 3 whole weeks bouncing on this 21 weekly moving average, the most important indicator, in my opinion, on here on determining a long-term reversal or a very nice potential run coming up here, guys. As well, where we're seeing Bitcoin, as of right now, extremely important. There are many reasons why we're still at that $8,900 range. So much to get into today. Last night we had that close on the weekly here. We talked about it down here as it came up, guys. Absolutely filled the week perfectly, put us back above this 21-week moving average. And now you can see the candle is just absolutely bullish. Break out of this falling wedge here. So much key stuff to look into. What are the next targets, guys? How high can this thing go? Is 10K the next target? So many exciting things to cover. Breaking out of two key Fibonacci levels, in fact, and currently testing right on the 200 moving average. Without any further ado, let's get into it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another extremely exciting episode. Guys, take your lollipops out of your mouths, get your fingers out of your you-know-whats, and let's get into this episode, guys. So as well, we only have a few days left. There's only about 2 or 3 days left until we're giving away these 2 ledgers on the channel. All you have to do is leave a comment below, and guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, ding that bell, and we can get into this exciting data. So guys, as you know, we have been calling 82 as the bottom for about actually by this point, almost 3 entire weeks. Okay, I count that as a victory because so far we've seen an amazing bounce at the 8.2. This tweet right here was back on January 21st. This was only about almost a week ago. If we actually get a move down to that 8,000, 8.2 area and bounce to 9K afterwards, that is prime time. Let's go. So many reasons why that's prime time and so many reasons why that's important, but that is exactly what we're seeing so far. 89.25, in fact, going all the way up, touching on that 9,000. You can see here, going to $9,004 right here. Totally exciting, totally key to look at this. Okay, there's so much to look at. One of the main things I want to start at is this, you guys. So on the weekly chart here, this is the most bullish indicator right here. We've been talking about this for a while. The 21 weekly moving average right here. Okay, Bitcoin is now above it. And now, as you can see here, this candle ended last night. Okay, and now we formed this new candle. So far, it's completely bullish, completely green. Does it have the potential to form a massive green candle up to that 10K? That's one of the most exciting things that we're going to be talking about today. Is that a possibility here? Can we see potentially 10K in this candle? Could this be a massive weekly candle? Okay, similar to maybe even nothing we've actually seen in this descending channel because of how prime we are now. After 7 months, we've broken out of this descending channel. Okay, that in and of itself is a crazy huge accomplishment here. And now, in my opinion, the biggest thing, again, is breaking above this 21, okay? So now this new candle here on the daily, or on the weekly. So I want to switch to the daily now and show you exactly. You can see it was kind of fighting to get above and found this support here, the 21 right here, and you can see where this candle is now, currently breaking above this middle trend line, super important. Now this, the 10K, is absolutely crucial. So we're extremely excited to see this. You can see it was just going in between these channels. Okay, you can see just fighting to get above here, kind of just snaking through like this, guys. Now, 10K is on the radar, but we have a lot to look at. Currently, there is some good resistance right here, and we'll get into a little bit about why that is. But I want to switch to this chart. One thing to notice here, now we broke out of that golden pocket last night, actually, okay, and confirmed this, got a big break, actually broke through the 0.78. And currently, we're finding resistance right at this 200-day moving average, which as well as also the top of what this pattern broke out to originally back on its massive run here from January 6th all the way up to January 19th. So about 2 weeks, basically 2 week straight rally. This is where it found some first resistance. And currently we're testing that area right here as well. 91, 92, again, I think might find a little friction there, but right now we're finding some friction. We need to see some volume coming here, but it's been looking so good. It's been so exciting. Okay, these things are playing out exactly as we were expecting them to on the daily charts, which is super important. Sometimes we throw out like hourly scenarios for fun, but for the most part, those are mainly for fun, even though sometimes they actually do come true. But these daily charts have been absolutely pitch perfect. So nice to look at. Now, what's going on now we can switch actually to the hourly and take a look here. This has been very bullish here. Now we're finding resistance again. When you look on the 1 hour charts, that same area right here from that last breakout, back from the 17th and 18th of January, this area right here, it's finding some resistance right there. But again, guys, this entire thing on the bigger picture is looking very bullish for so many reasons. Now we talked about the 21 week moving average. That is absolutely key there. And guys, I want to show you this. Remember about a week ago when I mentioned about this cross right here, okay? This is on the daily, the 21 moving average. the 21 moving average, and the 200 moving average. Okay, guys, a huge signal there. We talked about this about a week or two ago. When we got that cross here, nothing happened immediately, but about a week or a few weeks after that, we got even more sustained, incredible action here. So again, I do think this is very reminiscent to this time back here in terms of what potential we have to go. And we talked about percentage gains after that break here. Guys, we can actually just zoom out and show you that real quick. So from the cross to the very top of that run, it was about 180% gains. Okay, now let's, for fun real quick, for speculative fun, let's take 90% gains, not even 180%. Let's take 90% gains from down here, okay, down here to what the breakout potentially could be here. Puts us all the way to 15, even almost 16,000 US dollars, which is half of what the last breakout was percentage wise. Okay, so we have a lot of possibilities here and a lot of room for growth here. After the 7-month consolidation, you bet there's some springboard action. Okay, we have a lot of runway in my opinion. Now the key, okay, now I'm zooming out, you guys can kind of see some key things looking on this chart. What are some key things that you see? The 200 moving average, this dotted red line, I'll trace it, okay? This dotted red line, you notice some very key things here. Okay, now Bitcoin was able to break above it after we had that cross on the 21 and 200 moving average close, but this 21 EMA here, or sorry, this 200 moving average right here. Now that indicates again even further bull mode here, and that's currently what we're testing to see. Once that is confirmed, you guys, if we get that confirmation, because so far things have been insanely bullish and we've gotten so many good signals, if we continue to get these good signals, basically this is the last step. Okay. For this bullish breakout, there was about like 5 to 6 requirements, and right now we are on requirement number 6. So basically, to initiate full-on bull mode, we are literally right there. Super exciting stuff. We pretty much have like the last requirement right in the bag. We almost have it there. So basically, what needs to happen is we need that cross above the 200 moving average, which we are on right now. Okay, that's happening right now. We're literally hovering above it. Now you can see this entire bull run of 2017 into 2018, you notice one thing, we were above this 200 moving average, okay? And then we zoom back in here, and you see back, when we first plummeted back in February, and then again in March, everyone was kind of aware, like, oh, this is kind of a bearish pattern, boom. And then we spent the entire rest of the year and most of the beginning of the beginning of 2019 below this massive breakout, most exciting part of 2019 in cryptocurrency, and then we fell back below it during this descending channel, beginning back in September of 2019. But guys, after all the bullish setups, all the bullish things that have happened, we're finally now, after that inverse head and shoulders, and then 2 breakouts on some smaller time frames, you can see here if we zoom in a little bit, after all of that now, we're finally coming to test this one more time, okay? You can see we clearly tried to break it here, immediately got rejected. So it should be very interesting to see what happens now. If this is confirmed, okay, now we might have to come back. If we break it, come back and test it. So it might not be immediately exciting the very first day. But on weekly time frames, if this does happen and we get a test here and confirm, guys, all 6 of the requirements, we're 6 out of 6. All requirements would be met, and it would just be essentially full-on bull mode. Now that's extremely exciting. Something else you noticed today, we've been seeing a lot of pumps in the alts as well. Litecoin up from last night, it was like 52. Now it's at 59. It was actually 59 US dollars. Absolutely wild. Very good sign for the market. You see the entire market pumping as well. Guys, so many beautiful things going on in this market. And again, we're essentially on the final test to see if this is really truly ultimate mega insane bull mode. Now guys, the last thing I wanted to add to this video is this. We've been saying we've been broken out of this ascending channel for quite a while now. A lot of people were drawing this very oddly, like drawing the tops of the wicks or whatever. But now even they can't say that we're not within, that we're within this descending channel, as we've clearly broken out of it. There are just so many bullish indicators for this, okay? We take a zoom back, we look at Bitcoin. We still have some very, very important structural lines to get above, as you can see here. Some of this trajectory is incredibly important, but a blast to 15 or 16K, if this 6th door is pretty much crossed, if this 6th door is crossed and Bitcoin is able to break the 10K area and break the 200 week moving average, that 200 moving average, guys, things would just be absolutely wild. It's been so fun tracing all of this along with you guys, because we started back before we even had much of that inverse head and shoulder formed. It's been truly, truly exciting. But there is still a final test, okay? And that final test is going to be decided this week. In fact, it could actually be decided tonight, tomorrow. It could be decided any moment. So guys, keep your eyes glued to these charts. Very exciting stuff. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is just getting so exciting. And Guys, it's been such a pleasure to be here with you because we've been calling so many of these moves over and over on the daily and the weekly, and it's just been so fun. Wow, this is exciting. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.